About warts, you should know that they are a complex phenomenon. Wart is an interesting special biological program. I will not describe it in detail. However, it is about the fact that if the body does not find tissue in a place where it can change, selects the tissue that is managed by another area of the brain by modifying its properties or destiny. Examples are warts, neurofibromas, neurofibroma, Horson's disease or neurofibromatosis, at which the hands of the patient are covered with bubbles. Let's take a look at the picture on which the hand of an older lady covers such bubbles and appendages, subcutaneous balls. These are neurofibroma or neurofibroma. In fact, these are subcutaneous warts. The change which we commonly refer to as the wart appears on the epidermis. It is nothing but a skin thickening. In itself, the thickening of the epidermis makes no sense as the tissue is very elastic. If Mother Nature had made her horny, she would have cracked. That is why Mother Nature uses connective tissue to thicken the epidermis, to be more durable. Biological sense of the existence of warts. There is reinforced protection in a place where I feel that something bothered me, it hurts. I could also say that it appears if doing something makes me difficult. That is why it often occurs on the palms. It comes to my hands when I have to deal with something or something. So the feeling of difficulty in doing something is the cause of warts. Besides all this, I also observed in people and among friends. Repulsion from the warts also causes them to form. So the more I hate the warts on my hands, the more I will have them. What is the meaning of warts as a result of fear and self-loathing? Well, first and foremost, the biological rationale for the existence of warts is their protective function through the thickening of the skin where we feel that something disturbs us, hurts us. Mother Nature thickens our skin because we feel that we are not able to get rid of those feelings. An example is the story of a young man who went to relatives on holiday. 30. In return, they wanted to have them cut grass twice a week. He is talking about a teenage boy who has been rather lazy. And he hated to mow their grass. And he was afraid of him. Therefore, in view of this reluctance and at the same time since he was forced to do so, warts appeared on his hands. So the wart appears in place. The feeling of inevitable harm. Here too is the meaning of left or right-handedness. It is also important that the warts appear on the left or right side of the human body. This shows the social aspect of their occurrence. If the wart occurs in a place where the social aspect does not apply, this is where something physically affects us, causing the appearance of a wart. Examples are fingerprints. The fingerprints are nothing but the deeper located connective tissue hypertrophy. They arise when, for example, someone feels slight joint pain in the leg, which begins to disturb dazzle. But still you have to work, although arthritis in the toes of the foot bothered you. Because of arthritis or tendinitis, foot does not go to the pension. You have to manage despite the discomfort. With every step we think to ourselves, it hurts, but it is uncomfortable. What a terrible feeling. Because we are concerned. In the area of the occurrence of pain occurs a print, which is a superficial connective tissue connected to the epidermis. The imprint arises because we feel that something is disturbing us. It is well known that it is easiest to get rid of prints without standing on it. Not squeezing appropriately stuck or wearing slippers that protect against squeezing the place of the impression. Because it is precisely the oppression that hinders man in this place associating with pain. That way we just fall into a vicious circle. I would like to point out to everyone that the most effective way to get rid of warts is to befriend with them, to like them. When a person does not have aversion to warts, then they are out of themselves. The more one gets hated, the more he or she hates his warts. They are ashamed of or interfered with them, because they stand out of the body and cannot cut them out, because they are deeply rooted. They do not have roots, just change firmly hold up the place of its occurrence. I cannot get rid of this feeling, and although I do not want to, I have to feel it. This behavior is supported by a conflict that if we dislike our warts, this will cause them to automatically recede. I could enumerate such cases one by one. One of my favorite ones is the example we have, whose whole body was covered with warts. His skin was literally sprinkled with tiny bubbles. My confused mother turned to me, "Tell me, Roberto, what to do. We've already tried everything with steroid ointment and nothing works." I told her a story about my friend who was scared of having a roommate wart. By the way, he got them himself, and after removing the roommate, the warts disappeared. I told her that if you do not make friends with the baby's warts, they will never give up. She was very surprised. How is it possible that her conflict is affecting her child? It is impossible. I tell her, do not believe, try it. Imagine I stopped hating the baby's warts. How did I persuade her? Well, the exclamation that was in my head I changed into a question mark. You'll see that yourself. Thus disgust turned into curiosity. I will see if this charlatan Roberto speaks the truth. What he said is real. After 3 weeks, Mama appeared again with her child. From the threshold she began to undress to boast that the warts had disappeared. What a one! So there are also cases where the mother's abhorrence causes warts in the baby. So we have to consider that if we do not take care of warts, or what in the place of their occurrence irritates us, disturbs us, hurts us, if we deal with it, we will solve the problem and disappear what we do not want to touch. These warts will disappear. It will slowly decay and your skin will smooth. Imprints will absorb, and in their place will be a slight lightening of the skin. Here is the great secret of warts. Let's make friends with them and then they will disappear.